Our problem has been, as black people, we've always been concerned about white America, never about us. And what we've always thought is that white America equal the same interest as us. That is not true.
I'll play the full clip in a minute. I just want to say that I can't disagree with Stokely Carmichael. He's right, and I'm not trying to promote division, but this is just a fact. And if you're black, you probably understand exactly what I mean. The truth is, our biggest problem as black people has always been focusing too much on what white America thinks about us, or what they're going to do for us. We keep waiting for them to see us, help us, or finally give us the recognition we deserve. But let's be honest, how long have we been waiting for that? Instead of worrying about them, maybe it's time we focus on ourselves. We've got black billionaires, successful business people, and influencers with real money and power. So, why aren't we using that to build better schools, stronger businesses, and more opportunities for our own people? Look around, Mexicans, Asians, and Indians invest in their own communities first. That's why they grow stronger together. But us? We stay divided, and because of that, we keep suffering. Carmichael made a powerful point when he mentioned Crispus Attucks, the first man to die in the American War of Independence. He gave his life for a country that still kept millions of his brothers enslaved. Let that sink in. We've spent so much time trying to prove how good we are as Americans. But for what? The system wasn't built for us in the first place. It's time for a shift. We've got to stop waiting for someone else to fix things for us. We need to come together, invest in ourselves, and lift each other up. That's the only way real change will happen.
Our problem has been, as black people, we've always been concerned about white America, never about us. And what we've always thought is that white America equal the same interest as us. That is not true. We must now be concerned with us. Let me give you some examples. We always want to prove what good Americans we are. The very first man to die for the War of Independence in this country was a black man named Crispus Attucks. Crispus Attucks. He was a fool. Because here he was dying for white folk freedom, and millions of his brothers were enslaved in the very country. Oh, but we wanted to prove what great Americans we were. We begged the white folk to let us fight in the War of Independence, and they said no. So we organized ourselves in bands of armies, training ourselves with our bare foot to prove to the white folk what great Americans we were. Please let us fight, white folk. And finally they came and inspected our troops and said, you can fight. And they had us fighting the Indians. Like fools, we should have teamed up with the Indians and take care of you know who.